Today I'm going to talk about the Mr.Diy group ahead. Mr.Diy ahead is a dedicated home improvement retail based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, providing home director for DIY products from online and office stores. Mr.Diy Bread has a co-founded by Tan Yuye and Yu. Mr.Diy Markets is to build a marketing share through a combination of store and grocers. Mr.Diy can provide everything your family needs, but like the grocers. So therefore, all stores are located in a large retail malls. According to the financial data, the company's sales grows by 12.5% to 2.50 billion ringgit in 2020, compared to 2.28 billion ringgit in 2019. During COVID-19, a large number of the stores did not have an impact, and the corporate's gross profit grew to 6.2% from 2019 to 2020. From the current ratio, we can see Mr.Diy 2020 credit ratio higher than 2019, and this ratio high is better, so the company do not have the liquidity problem. Compared with 2019, the cycle in 2019 has increased to 1.252 days, which provides there may be problem with the way Mr.Diy company manager is receivables. Compared with the 2019, Mr.Diy inventory turnover decreased suddenly, so the company is likely to be affected by COVID-19. The net profit margin, we can see the net profit for 2019 is down, and the overall figure for the both years are not good, so which does not be bode well for the companies. Return on equity for 2019 have the rapid decrease by the 149.21%. And which means the company is effectively helping shareholders to generate profit. The return on assets has fallen suddenly since it's still around 50%. The company is now currently facing bankrupt and has plenty of the room to return high things around. Next one is the pricing ratio. From the 2019 to 2020, price ratio is an increasing trend, which means that more investors will be willing to hold this company shares. The company's performance and profitable help the increase in the marketing shares. The next is the debt equity ratio. In both years, the number was greater than first year, so the company has greater than 1. So the company has the high risk shareholder, and it also had a high risk of shareholder. Next one is the total asset turnovers. The total asset turnover of the Mr.Diy companies decreased from 52.83% to 49.45%, indicating that total assets are often less effective in terms of the sales than in 2019. So providing that the 2020 have been affected by COVID-19. The last one is the fixed asset turnover. The decline from the 126.94% in 2019 to 120.12% in 2020 indicates that the company effectively reduced its fixed assets to general sales, but the sales general in the 2019 are not as large as those general in 2019. Next part, I'm gonna introduce about the customer master data. The first one is the graphs of the customer data is the process of the trick customer from the sales to after sales services through continuous intelligence of customer resource data from the different entrepreneurs. The next one is the automatic accounting payable. Automatic accounting payable is divided into three parts: inventory, receipt, matching, and workflow, achieving and editing. Invoice and can be accepted electronic, and paper invoice can be converted to electronic version to market the invoice receipt easily and organized. Next one is the shareholder wealth maximizations. For this part is the resemble of the managers, and most people agree with this manager behaviors, but it needs to be reinforced with the admonition and the commendation as the agents of shareholders. Manager need to protect the interests of shareholder in all business and increase shareholder wealth through different way. Next one is electronic data interchange. It's the format for the electronic exchange of business information, which is an important trading partner in e-commerce. EDI can be used for the exchange of business documents. Most commonly purchases orders, which is replace traditional communication. Next one is the entrepreneur's resources planning. It's a price of the software used to organize and manage daily operations. It can be used in accounting, procurement, and project management. Plans, budgets, and forecast for entrepreneurs. Plan performance management can be made available through a suite of the connections. So we'll give the company alternative plan performance measurements. The first one is achievement of the organization goals. For this one is in this way, entrepreneurs first need to determine the organization goals through the expenditures. The next one is financial analysis. Through the financial, we can understand the current operations status and the future development traits of the company. So all is my speech. Thank you for your watch.